Welcome back to the centre of Tallinn for the next stage of the European Championships. Day 6, final day of competition. We're about to get underway with what I think is going to be a very exciting match indeed. Gold medal match in the 10-metre air pistol team women between Serbia and Poland. So this is Vladislav Lushin from Estonia, who is our announcer for this gold medal match. Here come the Serbians, and this is Zorana Arunović and Brankica Zaric and Jovana Todorović.
Representing Team Poland, Klaudia Breš, Julita Borek, and Agnieszka Boreko, with coach Jovana Todorović.
So the team from Poland, Klaudia Breš, and that's Julia Borek and Agnieszka Todorović. So Poland, who will be the hosts of the European Games later on this year in the summer. It starts on the 21st of June through to the 2nd of July. So can Poland perhaps even get things going for themselves with a gold medal here? So there's Kristina Kivali, who's been here all week. And certainly been a very, very keen and valid member of the team that's been governing these finals. There's Christian Baye, the Chief Range Officer representing France. And Patrick Johansson from Sweden. Patrick in the police force back in Sweden and a pistol shooter himself. So Serbia versus Poland is this 10-metre air pistol team women event. This is the gold medal match. So if you have just joined us, you've come at the right time, because we're just about to get underway and have done so with the preparation and sighting time, so we can go through the lineup. And we'll start with the self-proclaimed queen of the universe. That's what Zorana Arunović calls herself, just for laughs, I think. And gold medalist at the European Championships in Tallinn just yesterday in the mixed team, alongside Damir Mikic, was 8th in the individual final. And I think found that ever so tough. But that's what you do in shooting, you bounce back. So she went from 8th to being a gold medalist. And here's Brankica Zaric, bronze medalist at the ISSF Grand Prix. And next to come for Serbia is Jovana Todorović, 6th place in the European Championships in Osijek. That was a couple of years ago, of course, when we had to do everything under COVID conditions. And there's Jovana Arunović, who is the Serbian coach, the elder sister of Zorana. I think just about to get a massage there from some of the other Serbian team. That would be nice. I mean, I suppose there is a spa here, so this is the right place if you do want a massage. Here's Klaudia Breš, who has already featured this week at the European Championships, also a gold medalist at the ISSF World Cup in Baku, a wonderful place of the world to go. And this is Julita Borek of Poland, gold medalist at the ISSF Grand Prix. And finally, for the Polish team, we'll introduce Agnieszka Todorović. So that's the Polish lineup against the Serbians. Here is the Polish coach. And that's Jolanta Samlebovic. And I did have a chat with Jolanta just before, and she seemed in good spirits as well. So it's nice to have her here. And in a few months' time, as I said, they very well could be shooting in their own home nation of Poland. So Krakow is the destination and host city for the European Games. So Riho Ugiti, president of the Estonian Sports Shooting Federation, nodding along to the music, and I think enjoying his day so far. Well, who wouldn't, particularly when you've got shooting of this caliber in front of you? It's had so much excitement and drama, the European Championships. We've witnessed everything from one medal match in particular involving Norway, where it was a big gap, a big margin, but all the others have been ever so close. It's been so hotly contested. There's Ghislaine Bliez, the technical delegate of this competition, who's also responsible for quite a lot of things when it comes to the Paris Olympic Games next year. Châteauroux is where the shooting will take place. It's about a 3-hour drive south of Paris, but of course it's not unusual for things to be spread out in the country rather than all just happening in one city. Alexander Atner, the president of the European Shooting Confederation. There's Nikola Maric of Serbia, chairman of the RTS jury. And we've got about 1 minute to go now in this preparation and sighting time. So the crowd is gathering. And I'm sure they're all excited, just as I am, to see this. I think we could be in for a very, very close match between these two teams. So each team will get one opportunity to take a timeout. You don't have to do it. It's not an obligation. It is just an option. So Jovana Arunović of Serbia will have that honour, and likewise Jolanda Samalevich of Poland is the opposing coach. So 30 seconds remaining. So there you have Zorana Arunović just putting down her pistol and putting some talc just on the handle, just to stop any sweaty palms, because you want maximum grip when it comes to a final such as this. I do love the way her pistol is in the Serbian colours of blue and red. And there's Damir Mikic, a double gold medalist here at the European Championships. Such a great guy as well. Very, very funny. He's full of energy. You know the minute he comes up to you, he's going to say something either funny or positive. That's just the way he is. It's so lovely to be around. So here we go. We are underway in this gold medal match. This is the 10-metre pistol team women. .7 from Bresch, 9.5. Serbia up to 19.3. Poland have finished on 28.7, and they are just 0.1 in front of Serbia. I said this would be close, and it's close from the off, from the very start. A 0.1 difference. So 32.7 is the highest total available. That's if every athlete were to shoot a 10.9, which would just be remarkable. So this is Bresch and Arunović we're looking at. A 5.8 from Todorović. And Arunović wavers with an 8.2, and it means that Serbia are only on a total of 24. Meanwhile, 28.7 between Poland. And Zorana Arunović, in her usual style, has already grabbed the pellet, holding that close to her, getting ready to load another shot. Do love the Olympic rings as well, just on the side of her pistol. A 10.5, that's a very decent shot. Meanwhile, Poland with a 10.3, an 8.7 and a 9.9, so 28.9. Serbia on 20.1. So an 8 point, higher than that would have been enough, but it's a it's a 7.3, so Jovana Arunović calls a timeout.
And now their lead is 6 points strong.
I think she was just asking her sister, Zorana, was she okay? Just moving over to Jovana Todorović just to get her balance correct. And I think she's just now talking her through the processes that they've clearly been practicing. Which is just to take her time, I think, focus on what she's doing. And feel relaxed, lift the pistol, and off she goes. All sounds so simple, doesn't it, of course, when you're talking it through, but when it actually comes to actually doing it, of course, that's a different matter. And there's Zorana Arunović just playing with the pellet, as she often does. It's funny how some athletes then just go for the pellet the minute they give them the load command, but Zorana does stand there with it, and that's where it's going to go. And then she'll push the Olympic rings down in the Serbian colours, and there's the load command. So are the words of Jovana Arunović enough to pull the Serbians back into this final? Poland are 6 points in front, and at the moment cruising. 10.1, great start from Poland. You want those shots in the 10 ring. 10.0 from Arunović and 8.8. Brings the Serbians up to now 28.4. And they've been pipped once again, as they were in the first series. That was a difference of 0.1. And it's history repeating itself here, because Serbia find themselves once again on the receiving end of a 0.1 difference, which means that Poland are now 8 points in front and halfway there to a gold medal. So Jolanda Samulovic looks on, the coach of Poland. 10.6 against a 10.1. And the Polish total is in 29.5. So, yeah, Serbia needed a 10 to level. And they've done more than that. And Zorana Arunović just encouraging the Serbian support to cheer even louder. 31.3. Is that the highest total we've seen so far? It could well be, but Serbia have pulled themselves back into this final just a little bit. They're still 6 points behind, though. So just looking at Arunović, and this is Julita Borek. .7. Great shot from Poland. 8.8 meanwhile, the Serbian team. Arunović with a 10.6. That's so crucial at this stage. It's not enough, though, because Poland once again have beaten the Serbians in that series. 1.4 was the gap. 28.9 the Serbian total. Poland, meanwhile, again over 30 with 30.3. A disastrous second shot there. Otherwise now it's Serbia 2, Poland 10. So can Serbia pull themselves back into this gold medal match in this theatre of shooting sport on the European stage? 29.0, interesting. 29.8, so Poland once again with another series win. They are now a massive 10 points in front. Can Serbia recover from this? It's a tall order.
Against 2.
So we've only had one medal match such as this, where the gap has been so big. And this is Agnieszka Koryov. And 29.8 versus a 31.4. So the dominance of the Polish team continues. And Klaudia Bresch and Jolita Bolek and Agnieszka Koryvo are perhaps cruising now to a gold medal. They just need one more series win. You can just feel it all around. The Polish flag is already being raised down on the front row. They're confident. Is it going to be a Polish victory? The Serbians literally pretty much now have to win every single series to get back in this. They can only afford one draw. And only a 26.1 total from Poland, so perhaps some nerves there just creeping in at the end. And once again, Zorana Arunović is pumping up the Serbian support. And no surprise that Jolanta Samulevic of Poland has called a timeout, and this is, I think, just to disrupt any momentum that was about to go Serbia's way, because Poland are still 10 points in front. It's Poland 14, Serbia 4. So can Koryvo, Borek and Bresch get over the line? There they are, the three Polish athletes. The clock ticks down. The atmosphere increases. The pressure is certainly, I would say, on Serbia, because Poland are 10 points in front. And the cheers going up, and around 30.2. It means that Serbia need, would you look at that? They needed a 10.3 or above, and they've got a 10.6. And Arunović says, come on. Cheerleading her own supporters from the field of play. I think even the Serbians are finding that amusing. Normally it's our own crowd who are geeing everyone up and along, but it's coming from the front. Is Arunović leading the entire Serbian team and the supporters along. Very dramatic moment. I think Jolanta Arunović can hardly watch. Can Poland claim another series win and take the gold? Are the Serbians about to mount another fight back? Zorana Arunovic's hands in the air, 28.8. And an 8.9 is required or higher, and it's a 9.8. It means Serbia, the comeback continues. 29.8 against 28.8. Unbelievable. Well, would you believe it? I thought it would be close from the beginning. I didn't quite see it happening like this. But at the same time, the fight back from the Serbian team is on. Poland, meanwhile, just need one more series win. And they'll be gold medalists and European champions. 10.1 against a 9.8, so Serbia have some work to do. 10.3 from Arunović. 29.1 total from Poland, and an 8.3. It's not quite enough. I think the Serbians enjoyed the ride, but they'll have to settle for the silver. Meanwhile, the Polish team have done it. Pistols aloft, and they are the European champions and the gold medalists. Klaudia Brash, Jolif Borek, and Agnieszka Kolevo. That's an unbelievable achievement. And such good scenes and happy scenes here at the European Championships. I think Jolita there in the middle of the Polish team even couldn't quite believe it for a second. And she's just, I think they're literally just trying to calm down from that. So Klaudia Brash, Jolita Borek, and Agnieszka Kolevo are the Polish gold medalists, and they are the European champions. Meanwhile, it's another medal for Serbia. I mean, let's not forget how well Serbia have done over the week here at the European Championships. There was a bronze medal for the men earlier on. The women now pick up a silver. And we'll just get all the athletes lined up now for the official announcements. So Veronica Major, Miriam Jarko and Zofia Csonka, the Hungarians with the flag painted on their hands. They are the bronze medalists, and the Serbians. Massive cheers and a come on from Zorana Arunović. And Brankica Zaric and Jovana Todorović are the silver medalists, and we've just had the official announcement of the Polish athletes. Klaudia Brash, Jolita Borek and Agnieszka Kolevo. So Zorana Arunović misses out on another gold medal. She picked up one yesterday with Damir Mikec in the mixed team. Still though, a silver medal is a very big achievement here at the European Championships. So the medal ceremony for this event will follow very, very shortly for the 10-metre air pistol team women. And we'll be back in a few minutes with the coverage of the medal ceremony for you. So don't go anywhere, keep the stream nice and open to see the medal ceremony for this event on day 6, the final day of the European Championships here in Tallinn, Estonia. See you in a few minutes. Good afternoon, welcome back to the capital city of Tallinn here in Estonia, the 2023 European Championships final day, day 6. We're about to get underway with the medal ceremony for the 10-metre air pistol team women.
Ladies and gentlemen, the awarding ceremony for the 10-metre air pistol team women event of the European Shooting Championships 10 meters Tallinn 2023 is started now.
So Vladislav Lushin, the announcer, has welcomed the medalists in. Here they come with the presentation party to present the medals and flowers.
The medals and the prize money provided by the European Shooting Confederation and its sponsors will be presented by Riho Uhtegi, the president of the Estonian Shooting Sports Federation.
So Riho Uhtegi, president of the Estonian Sports Shooting Federation, will present the medals.
Will be presented by
Ghislaine Briez of France, the technical delegate for the European Shooting Championships of Tallinn 2023, will present the flowers.
Representing Team Hungary, Veronika Major, Miriam Yaku, and Zsofia Czonka, with their coach
Well, I think the coach was going to get an introduction and now doesn't. It's just the medalists instead. So Veronika Major, Miriam Yarko and Zsofia Czonka are the Hungarian bronze medalists. I've just been down to see the Hungarian team as well, and they're in great spirits. Do love the Hungarian flag painted on their hands. You don't want to get it the wrong way round, mind you, because otherwise you could be mistaken as being Italian. So now the silver medalists will get their introduction after the flowers are handed to Veronika Major, Miriam Yarko and Zsofia Czonka.
The silver medalists, representing Team Serbia, Zorana Arunović, Brankica Zaric, and Jovana Todorović.
So the silver medalists from Serbia. It's been a great week, though, for the Serbian team, because they've had, is it two gold medals? And now this silver. And I think there was a bronze in there, too. So 2 gold medals, 1 silver, 1 bronze, at least one of each colour from the European Championships. That's Zorana Arunović now just receiving her medal in the middle. And Brankica Zaric and Jovana Todorović. They'll now receive the certificates. And the flowers will be next to follow. So there it is confirmed. The silver medalists in the 10-metre air pistol team women. And Zorana Arunović, ever graceful and ever the showwoman. She'll always create a scene everywhere she goes. Wonderful person to be around. Well, what a moment for the Polish team as they climb on top of the podium to receive their gold medal. Klaudia Bresz, Jolita Borek and Agnieszka Korywowo. The title of European champions is now theirs, and theirs to defend when they come back next year. Meanwhile, there's also the European Games coming up later this summer. That'll be hosted in Krakow in Poland. So who knows if the Polish team will also make the final there as well. So the flowers will be handed out by Ghislaine Briez, the technical delegate of this competition. And as the hush goes around the finals hall, it'll stay there in preparation for the Polish national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Poland.
So the national anthem of Poland rings out around the finals hall here in Tallinn in Estonia. The Poland team are not only the gold medalists, but also the European champions. Serbia with the silver, Hungary with the bronze. And that concludes the medal ceremony for the 10-meter pistol women. So we move on now. Our next event will be in about 1 hour's time. The local time here in Tallinn is exactly 4 p.m. And the next event at 5 p.m. We now switch from pistol to rifle. And it's the men's team which will follow at 5 o'clock. So we'll be back on air about 4:50 local time. So in about 50 minutes time, we'll see you once again for more coverage of day 6 of the European Championships here in Tallinn. Meanwhile, we will leave you with the wonderful scenes and celebrations of all the athletes getting into a selfie conducted by Zorana Arunović. Arm outstretched, selfie taken, and then the official photographs are also done as well. So we'll see you in about 50 minutes time for more coverage of day 6, the final day of the European Championships over 10 meters here in Tallinn, Estonia. For now, it's cheerio. See you later.